This is Super Dave Rains for Super Dave Rains and the Big Show, and this is our review for Disney Pixar Onward.
Hold on! How are your boys doing, a crisis? Oh no! We're dead! Not great!
Welcome to a Big Show Entertainment Network special event, Super Dave Rains and the Big Show, and we are on location at Regal Cinema, Colorado Center 9 and IMAX in beautiful Denver, Colorado for Onward.
And so, before we get into the actual... we actually have a plug that we have to do before we get into any of this.
That's right.
Let's talk about that.
Talk about the plug.
You've got a prop and everything.
We do.
Yes, exactly.
Yes, we do.
So we want to remind you that, of course, we are at Regal Cinema, and we want to remind you to get Regal Unlimited. I think there's Regal.
There's three different levels. You've got one for 19, one for 20, and one for 22, I believe. Or 21,
There's Regal
22.
Unlimited, there's Regal Unlimited Plus, and there's Regal Unlimited All Access, which is what I have.
Yes,
So
which
you
is
wanna
this
be
one
like
right here, $22.
Super Dave Rains, Super Dave Rains from Super Dave Rains, the Big Show. You'll get Regal Unlimited, and it allows you to watch any movies, anytime, as many as you want. So and you can only get this
on the app
through the Regal app.
Yeah, you have to go through the app to sign up. So that's the obligatory plug.
Exactly.
Yes.
So let's get into.
So first and foremost, before we get into the proper review, we're trying format switches here, guys. So first and foremost, because I always want to talk about the previews, and we never have that built into the show. So I feel like we should. So we're going to talk a little bit about the trailers, and actually we have another thing that happened before the movie. It's a short from The Simpsons, because Pixar does shorts in front of basically all of their movies. I don't think I've ever seen a Pixar movie without the short. This time it wasn't a Pixar short, though. It was a Simpsons short.
Yeah, because Disney now.
Yeah, because they now own Fox. They now own The Simpsons.
Own The Simpsons. So, well, let me ask you first, Dustin, what particular trailer caught
Artemis
your
Fowl.
eye? Okay.
I dug the Soul trailer too, but I think Artemis Fowl was the one that was the most noteworthy, because this is the longer. I don't know how long they've been doing this one, but this is like the full 3.5 minute trailer, and it kind of changed my perception of it, because I've never read the book. Or books, I guess.
Right.
So this one was like, I turned to Megan after the trailer was done, and I was like, that's like Men in Black meets Harry Potter. That's kind of crazy.
Yeah, exactly. What did we say? Because
I forget. Yours was Harry Potter and across
Harry Potter meets
Mission Impossible.
Mission Impossible.
Yeah, kind of. That's kind of the feel. So that it was really interesting. I had no idea. I thought it was going to be another one of those. I can't even remember the Olympus ones. I
know what you're talking about.
I can't. There was another young adult fiction thing that I never read, and I saw the Percy Jackson. That's what it was.
Jackson, yeah.
Saw the first movie and was like, oh, that was okay, and then never really crossed my radar again. But this one seems really interesting.
Yeah, I would agree. It does seem very interesting. I mean, look, they've been trying to get this movie out for a while now. Yeah. They kept pushing back releases, pushing back the release of it. So I really enjoyed the trailer.
Yeah, it was a really cool trailer. Like, it totally changed my.
Because I posted
it definitely grabs your attention.
Yeah,
on the Facebook, right? Yeah,
I posted on Super Dave Rains and the Big Show Facebook page, and you're right, it does grab your attention. What did you think? Which trailer did you enjoy?
I thought the Soul one looked really cute. Maybe I was just in like the animation mode, but I thought it looked like it had a really inspiring story for kids.
Yeah, it was really it's the next Pixar, so it's going to be good at the very least.
Absolutely. And I enjoyed Soul. I think as far as impact, I thought Artemis Fowl, because they finally gave us
a little bit of something.
Look into actually what this is all about.
Yeah.
It's
You
true.
know, you know, so
Those of us who are totally unfamiliar with the property now have an idea about
Right.
what this is going to be. So I feel like that's a pretty
Right.
effective trailer.
and I think Artemis Fowl comes out this year. I think Soul.
Yeah, I'm pretty
is-
sure.
Yeah.
Soul is 2021.
It's
I'm pretty sure
2021,
Artemis
so-
Fowl is fall of
I
this
think
year.
it's fall.
Okay.
Like October, November, something like that.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then The Simpsons. What'd you think about the Simpsons
Yes.
short?
I did not expect that at all. I thought it was cute.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It was
I liked
totally
it.
adorable.
I was entertained.
And in true Pixar short before the movie fashion, there was not a word of spoken dialogue.
Yes, which was perfect because it was like the babies.
Yeah, it was Maggie.
So-
Without giving you
Well.
too much, it is pretty much
Yes.
all about Maggie.
Yeah.
It is.
But it's pretty freaking adorable. I did expect it. I mentioned something to you even before you sat down
Yeah,
into the
exactly.
theater. Was, there's going to be a Simpsons short at the beginning of this.
Yeah, it was really good.
And it was really cool. I really dug it. So yeah. So
Absolutely.
now
let's talk about.
let's refresh everyone with our lightning reaction. If you did not catch it on the Instagram TV, my score for the movie was a 3 out of 5.
Yeah, you were the
Phoenix
lowest,
Stones.
which is
I was
really
the
surprising.
curmudgeon for this episode.
Yeah, because
BA?
normally
Yes. I had the highest, so I was 3.5.
and I was like in between at 3.25.
Yep.
And, I guess I have to admit I was really tired going into this, and I struggled.
We have a
because
lot of stuff going
we have
on
a
right
lot of
now.
stuff
Big
going
show.
on Big Show Entertainment Network. So,
Oh man.
But
The late one.
You and me both, sister. I have had so many sleepless nights over the last 2 weeks.
Oh my God. So, but I thought the premise of the movie was good. I'm not so certain about the execution. Now, I did enjoy the fact that it was a brother-to-brother
Yeah.
adventure.
Yeah.
Okay, I enjoyed that, but it just seemed like it didn't really, in just my thoughts, it didn't really light me on fire.
Right.
Like, oh my God, this is unbelievable. I want to see it again.
Right. Where do you feel like it fell shortest? Like what elements do you think were either missing or not executed well enough to have given it a higher score?
Well, God, I just think it was, and I know that it's a Disney Pixar, and it's supposed to be a
Keeping that in
kids
mind.
film,
Right.
But I felt that it was really too much of a kids film. That's what I felt. It was just
I can see that.
a little too
I can see that too.
bright.
Yeah, for sure.
When I think about Pixar, when I think about a film that they've done recently that has that perfect balance, something for the kids, something for the adults. I think about what's the movie about all the emotions?
I was just thinking that.
Inside
one.
Out.
Yeah, Inside Out.
Yes. I
Yeah.
thought that was perfect.
Yeah.
I
They
loved
did really
Inside
well
Out.
with that movie.
Yeah,
Yeah.
agreed. So, BA, why did you go with 3.5? Let's just justify our
Yeah,
scores.
particularly
Yes.
since you are the expert.
Yeah,
on
you're the
animation.
and
I
you're the
know.
big one. You're the
Voice
highest
Yes.
score out of the three of
That's
us.
true.
So,
I think the world is what I liked the best.
Okay.
I kind of liked the world they created with all the different creatures and just the storyline I thought was unique.
what made it fall short of a 4?
Yeah, I think it still fell short a little bit. Kind of like you said, I feel like there was parts that were still like overdone or like almost too dramatic, which I know is hard to say with animation, but
Right.
there were still some parts where I was like, okay, like let's keep going.
So,
Yeah.
my downfall for this movie really is the first 2 acts of the whole dang thing.
Oh.
So,
I see that.
when we talked about it in the pre-show a couple weeks ago, which you guys saw just a couple of days ago, I think I posted
Yeah.
it on Monday. I said this is what I expect. I expect it to be a road movie, and that's what it was. but it took the first almost half of the movie for them to get on the road.
Yeah, I definitely had an issue with that.
So like the first 2 acts just drag.
Yeah.
Once you finally get into the action towards the end of the second act, then yeah, it absolutely was that, and that's what even brought it up to a 3. Because up until that point, I was like, this is okay. This is the 2.5, 2.75 territory, but not anything better than that. And then we got into the action in the last act of the movie, and it was like, oh, this is the movie I came to see.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
And I just thought, you know, it wasn't heavy enough. You know, it was just so light, and the perfect, the part where it really spoke to me as a light movie, too light and not enough shadow or darkness, just a little bit, is the Pixies as kind of the somewhat
in that weird subplot of no, I can see that. It was so that there was a better way to execute that, but what they were trying to do with the Pixies, and again, I feel like this fell short as well. What they were trying to do with the Pixies is show that magic isn't gone, right? Because they're talking about how Pixies, we didn't, that I think is the biggest downfall, is we didn't get enough context for all of this stuff. Even though the first act plus was all trying to build this world, the world building elements just didn't come through, because when they talked to the Pixies don't fly. Well, you have wings, so like the ignorance of the characters in this world was kind of disheartening, and then it was like, but so then when the Pixie, spoiler alert, because not really, but when the Pixie does fly, it's like, oh, magic is still in this world.
Yeah,
and
but that also just came out of nowhere. I feel like there was nothing building up. It was like, I can't fly. Oh, now I can.
Exactly.
Yeah, it was
and
like,
that was a big issue with me. Was like things happen because the script says they have to happen, and not because there's anything in the plot that justifies them happening.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, you know, Inside Out, even the Toy Story movies, like the ones with, was it the second one with Lotso?
So no, that was the third.
That was the third one.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that. Lotso.
That was a cute one.
That was a little. That got
really dark. That one got. So the first one with Sid got really dark too.
I thought so too.
The first one has so many creepy elements.
Yeah.
If you go back and watch it.
And I think the fourth one had a little bit of that.
The fourth one with
even though they shouldn't even have made that one, but okay.
So yeah, no, I feel like the heart of this movie was fantastic, but and all of the technical execution of everything was really well done.
You really expect that with Pixar. You expect perfect technical execution.
And this is to even another level from Toy Story 4. Like Toy Story 4 was borderline photorealistic. There were times in this when there were no characters on screen that it really looked like they took a picture of a place.
Yeah.
Like in his bedroom when his mom's walking out and she closes the door behind her, like that you could have played that 5-second clip for anyone in the world and been like, is that animated? And nobody would have guessed it.
Yeah.
It looks so good, but I feel like a lot of time was spent on that and not enough time was spent on story development.
Right. And
it's a movie, at the end of the day. We want to hear a good story.
That's
exactly.
true.
And that's fine. That's great, but let me ask you this, B.A.
Yeah.
Is anything in this movie memorable?
I mean, maybe the characters, like the creation of the different creatures.
All right, but
The Manticore, I think, is memorable when she melts the foam Manticore face.
I really enjoyed that moment.
Or when he shrinks his brother by accident, also memorable. But I think those are really the two biggest.
That was in the trailer.
Both of those were in the trailer.
That's true.
And those are the two biggest ones in this movie.
What about the ending? What did you guys think about the ending?
Well,
I thought the big creature at the end, again, not trying to spoil anything for you, but it is a mythical quest, and we're doing like some Lord of the Rings kind of stuff. So there is a large creature. It's a boss battle, if you will.
Yeah.
The large creature at the end of this was pretty cool. I like the way it formed, but I still feel like that wasn't enough to salvage the other 2/3 of this movie.
Yeah, and I think a young lady by the name of Sarah made a comment, oh, well, I'm 26 and I'm too old for this. And you know what? I kind of did agree with her on
I don't think, on this movie specifically, yes,
This
but I don't
movie-
think that is the general goal of Pixar. So again,
No.
it's falling short of all of these things that we've come to expect out of
Yeah,
this
that's true. You have high
amazing animation
expectations.
house is we're expecting something that's going to entertain kids, but is also going to have a lot deeper meaning and is going to
Have some
have something where,
adult
like you said,
reference.
adults are
Yeah.
going to appreciate
Yeah,
as
they're
well.
gonna be like, oh, that was cool.
I mean,
true.
not quite Shrek level of adult references.
No,
We're not gonna.
no, and that's a
Oh, gosh.
different
But
realm.
right, no, for sure. But still, something that adults would appreciate, and not just, oh wow, it's shiny. I'm not 6.
Well, I think adults can very much appreciate all of the Toy Story movies.
absolutely,
Yeah.
even the
Oh,
not
yeah.
so great one at the end.
Yeah, even that one, which it wasn't that bad, but I just felt like, well, why?
There
make
was no
this?
justification
Yeah.
for that
No,
movie to
Stop
exist.
while you're ahead.
Yeah,
for sure.
exactly. It wasn't, it wasn't better than 3. It wasn't better than 2, and I don't think it was.
Damn
better
sure
than
it wasn't
1.
better than 1.
No, absolutely not. So, but I just, it was just okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
I could change my mind tomorrow, but I'll probably stick with 3, 2,
3 and a
5.
quarter.
And how I look at it is okay, because I was watching the review from Jeremy Johns.
Okay.
When I kind of peek at what's going on with Rotten, and if it says it's, in that 80.
You said it was 80 something, right?
80
Yeah.
something. I
Yeah.
cannot justify higher than 80.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't. I
No
wouldn't.
way.
I would give this at best an 80 if we're doing generally
best,
nerdy
that's-
scores.
Yeah.
The overall, I feel like the best it could do.
Yeah,
and if I sat down and
top
looked at this even more critically, I don't think it would even go that high.
No, I think C plus
C plus is fair.
Yeah.
is probably fair.
Yeah.
Maybe
C+.
C plus. I can't go any higher than that.
Yep.
Yeah.
I can't justify it.
Nope.
I also have to wonder if kids are going to be disappointed with the ending, because I feel like I get the idea of the ending and they wanted to have a cute, different
Right.
story, but even I was a little disappointed.
Yeah, part of me was thinking that there was going to be some sort of loophole and we were going to get the ending
that's
we
what
wanted.
I was waiting for.
Right.
It hurt my heart a little.
But
Yeah, I agree.
And
Yeah.
I feel like, especially if I was a little kid, I'd be like, well, wait, that's what he wanted the whole time.
so there is a subversion.
Yeah.
I don't know how much we've spoiled with the
Yeah,
little bit of
hopefully
conversation we
not.
just had. There is a subversion at the end of your expectations. To what degree remains to be seen. But
Yeah, and it felt like, I like Tom Holland, and
I
think
thought the
he's-
voice acting was really good.
It was
I felt like
very
their
good,
delivery was
and-
fantastic.
Yeah.
Again, it's
Chris
not their
Pratt
fault.
Was very good.
Yeah.
It was, they executed.
Julia Louis-Dreyfus is the
Yeah,
mom.
she was very good.
I agree.
I know Tom Holland. I know you're a little upset about the whole Spider-Man thing, Sony and MCU, but I believe Tom Holland. Hey, you're the best Spider-Man I've ever seen. But yeah, I thought that was fine. It just, I don't know. It just didn't have that special element
Yep.
that we expect from
The magic.
almost the magic
Mm-hmm.
from almost all Disney Pixar films. Are I can't think of a Pixar film that I didn't like.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's true.
I wouldn't say I didn't like this one. This is probably
that-
not.
In comparison.
I don't know.
in
I really
comparison.
didn't like the Cars movies. So
But-
legit, I can say that. Well, even then they're
Yeah,
watchable.
but the first one, it's
Was
very
adorable.
Is adorable.
Yeah.
And it's a great concept.
It is.
So, yeah.
It's
You
cute.
know, and I don't know.
I didn't see
don't-
any of the other ones,
well,
so I can't
like,
speak to that, so.
I really do like.
Or Monsters Inc. even.
Oh God,
I
that's
love
Yeah.
monsters.
classic.
Those
Especially
are
this-
amazing.
I love
Yeah,
the
those-
newer one.
Kitty.
Yeah, it's amazing. Monsters Inc. is amazing.
Yes.
But and I like what's his name, the guy that plays the voice
Sully?
of
Mike.
John Goodman.
no in the Cars thing.
Oh, are you talking about Mater? Like Mater? But
No,
without
no, not Mater.
That's the only voice I know for sure. from
Lightning
Cars.
McQueen.
I don't know who did the voice.
I don't know who did the
Like I said, I saw that one once and I didn't see any of the sequels.
It's Owen Wilson, but maybe
Yeah, no, I think you might be right.
Maybe.
I want to say it's Owen Wilson. I like him.
Of course.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
because
can see that.
wasn't he in the movie with where the Wedding Crashers?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I
Owen
love
Wilson and Vince Vaughn.
Vince Vaughn. So I like both of them.
That's
Actually.
not child friendly. We're here talking about a children's movie.
I know, but and I know, folks. Really, honestly, we're early in the year. It's March. I'm glad we can make it out. Because I know everybody's like a little bit in a panic, but I won't go too deep into that. But I don't think we'll get the really big movie until the end of the month when we see Mulan.
Yeah,
and then I feel like it's on.
So, I mean, let's kind of sum this up. I feel like we've gotten a decent video out of it. General, what's your takeaway from this? Would you or would you not recommend this movie?
Okay. My score on the movie is different from me saying, should you go out and see this movie?
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fair.
My personal feeling, this is just my personal feeling, is you could wait. Mm-hmm. It's not that impactful that, I got to run out and take the kids and, go see Onward. I don't think so. That's just me.
Right.
What do you think, BA?
Yeah, I think you said it well. Unless someone in your family is specifically really looking forward to this movie.
Right.
Yeah.
And
then
it's
I think you could wait.
Definitely a wait to stream it on Disney Plus for me as well.
Yeah, I agree. And maybe they would have done better with it just releasing it on Disney Plus. I've actually,
don't know.
That's true.
Now, I got through all of Clone Wars. Mm-hmm. So I've been watching that and I really have enjoyed it. I think they've had 2 episodes in season 7.
Mm-hmm. Something like that, 2 or 3.
And I think we're going to get the 3rd one tomorrow. So
Clone
Wars is great.
Check out Clone Wars on Disney Plus.
Yeah,
that's the
Onward
takeaway
is-
from Onward.
That's the one to watch.
Yeah, exactly.
So I think all we've got left is a sign off, eh?
Yeah. So we will return in 3-4 weeks,
Something like that.
something like that. It will
Yeah.
definitely.
Mulan is next, and then James Bond, and
Mulan on the 26th.
James Bond got moved.
They got moved. They moved it to November.
That's
so
right.
I believe James Bond will be
yes.
out the 5th of November. It seems like that.
it was
Thursday.
the not in the States. It's got an earlier release date in the UK.
Oh.
It's the 5th in the UK, and I think it's the 12th in the States.
12th in the States. Okay, 12th in the States. I'll have to correct that on our calendar. But, hey, Onward, it's a decent movie. I don't think it's anything special.
Yep.
So we'll be back for Mulan. April, I don't know, with James Bond out of there, it's kind of
starting to not be as exciting.
Yeah, exactly. And then we'll have Black Widow and we'll get into the summer.
Oh, yes.
So, for Dustin James of Generally Nerdy on Big Show Entertainment Network and B.A. Bush's voice actress, super fashion model for Black Lion, House of Fashion, and co-host of Super Dave Raines and The Big Show. I'm Super Dave Raines, and until next time, on the love.